Welcome to episode 66 of the Bolton Wanderers Road to Glory series. Starting off season number 4. Excuse me. First thing we will do is go and take a look at expectations this year. So, youth development, sign 4 youth players to the senior team in the same season they were scouted. Play them in 20 matches, either as part of the starting 11 or coming on as a sub. That's a difficult one to read. I don't know if between the 4 they have to play in 20 matches or 20 matches each. But at the Premier League level, that's going to be difficult to do. Make a $3.2 million profit from youth player sales within 3 seasons. Maybe that's all youth players, or maybe it's just the ones I signed from here on out. Brand exposure within 3 seasons, increase the ticket sales. This is one we had last season. We're down to 2 seasons to do that. I don't really know why season ticket sales didn't increase last season, but all right, we'll see what we can do there. Continental success, reach the group stage of the Champions League, which we should already be. We shouldn't have to play in. Domestic success, finish mid-table, and reach the round of 32. That's normal stuff there. And finish the season with $7.7 million unspent between the transfer budget and the wage budget. And we also see here, not a huge transfer budget. They gave us, I think it was originally about $17 million. Already spent a little over $300,000 to send out the youth scouts, since we need to pick up a couple players. So we're going to have to work within those limits. Obviously, we do have to sell some people. So we'll just have to make do. We won't do another financial takeover here. We will go ahead and advance forward one day and see if we can't get ourselves in a good preseason tournament. And advance to the invites there. Okay, so all well above 8 million. This one is the least prize money. We want to play, decent prize money here. I think we will take that. We get maybe a chance to play against Hanover. Of course, a team we played on FIFA 16 in the My Player series. So 3 German teams in our group. We'll start off with Hamburg. Just going to hit the highlights here, as things did not get started off well after a few missed attempts here. Hunt plays the ball out wide to Nikolai Müller. I had to check, make sure that wasn't Thomas Müller. And Chipleck's going to get this through to Hunt. Beavers misses on the tackle there, and he fires it low and beats Jaskalainen at the near post. They take a 1-0 lead before half. But it's not to worry, because just before the final whistle, before halftime, Roth is going to play this in for Carter, who slides it through. Brian plays it on to Connor Chaplin, who the initial shot was blocked, but he puts away the rebound, and they go into halftime tied at 1. And it wouldn't take long for us to take a 2-1 lead right off the opening kickoff of the second half. It's going to find its way back to Connor Chaplin as Brian passes up there. Drops that back for Vela, who plays that up the line. Roth on a nice run there. Fakes out the teammate, plays it in, and Chaplin gets his second of the game. 2-1 at the beginning of the second half. But Hamburg will come right back as they bring on some of their normal starting 11. Holtby plays that out to Shiplock, and Kohlert's going to send this cross in. Vela heads it straight back out, and the second cross finds Nikolai Müller as Hamburg tie it back up just 10 minutes later. Hamburg then take a 3-2 lead as Poulsen avoids the tackle there, hits it off the post. And I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Saiz? Well, he puts away the rebound that give the visitors a 3-2 lead with under 10 left to play. But it'll be Connor Chaplin picking up a hat trick right off, or basically a swift reply here. Vanden Bosch plays a nice ball through. Chaplin hits it into the back of the net before anybody can shut him down. And that knots it back up 3-3. Exciting game here, and it comes down to one play here. Davis wins the ball off. Halilovic wins it back, sends in the cross. A penalty called on Josh Vela. And you've got to look at the replay of this. Vela did nothing except go for the ball. The offensive player tries to slide and put it in the back of the net. So it will be the former Barcelona player, Halilovic, for the win. And Yaskalainen guesses right. Cross is going to come back in, and Poulsen with a header over the bar. So match day 1 ends in a 3-3 draw. We'll split the points. And Chaplin with a hat trick. Game number 2 didn't fare much better. Our squad we know well, Hanover, also from Germany, moves straight to second half action. Hedinger plays it back to Schmiedelbach, of course, former teammate from the FIFA 16 series there. Sorg, another one, as they slowly try to pick us apart here. Makes its way to Wolf, and he'll turn this back inside. Schmiedelbach with a nice pass right through the defense there, and Erding puts it off the post. That gives the home side a 1-0 lead. And an interesting play here. Just about 6 minutes later, cross comes in, header into the back of the net. Now, Sane gets credit for it, and we'll watch the replay. He's standing in the goal. He had to have been offsides. I do not know how this is allowed, unless they're saying that this cross is off my player, but why would he head the ball so... why would my player head the ball at his own goal at that amount of pace? But that's 2-0. And that's exactly how the game would end. 2-0 to the home side. Hanover tops of the group at this point. Although we dominated most of that game. Man of the match going to Schmiedelbach. So the last matchup will be versus Ingolstadt. I decided to go for this one, starting Ibrahimovic up top, and mainly that cup rotated squad from last season. And things, once again, not starting off well, giving up a goal in each of the 3 group stages game. That's a great pass there and a nice touch by Lex. And then he just dribbles right straight through me, puts it in off the post. And the away team, once again, go up 1-0. But just as that first matchup there, we'll strike back at the end of the first half. Slow playing out here. I need to get better at the kind of sharp driven pass, but a nice little ball over the top. Hall's going to cut in, avoids the player there. Hall takes it in, gives it to Ibrahimovic. He puts it in the back of the net as 2 minutes are added on in the first half. And we go in 1-1. So Ibra with a chance in the second half to double the lead, double his total for the game. But penalties seem to be a problem. It's another save. And it remains 1-1. Up in 2. Things got crazy in the 75th minute. Carter plays this out for Souza. Cuts it in, dribbles around, plays an absolute beautiful ball through for Ibrahimovic. He finally gets his second of the match. And that gives us a 2-1 lead. Look, splits 4 players right there. And Ibra knows exactly what to do with it. Doesn't miss there. Gets his second of the tournament. And the floodgates open as Samazeda plays this out for Souza. Whips in across to the back post. Hall calmly lays it back. Vanden Bosch. That makes it 3-1 under 10 minutes left to play. We've got to score as many as we can here if we want to move on. And that is exactly what I did. Just minutes later, Van den Bosch plays this up the line to Hall. Hall dribbling through. He's going to lay this off. Samazeda gives it back for Hall, and that's going to be 4-1. Just an unbelievable 15-minute stretch here. From 1-1 to 4-1, just like that. But we were not done scoring. Ateke plays it to Vela, and the counterattack is on. Chaplin with a great ball through for Samazeda. Samazeda pulls the defender out, lays it off. Ibrahimovic is going to put it over to Roth, and Roth nets his first goal with the club. 5-1. That's exactly how it ends. We'll have to wait and see if we advance on, if that's going to be good enough. But some of the moves that happened during this time, a couple players we're going after here. This Sebastian Banaziak, free agent, left back, trying to negotiate with. We'll see if we can't get him at a good price. Just trying to add some quality depth at this point. The free agents I picked up last season were, well, they paid off pretty well, as it was Vivian and Doumbia. Also going after Mason Holgate. They've agreed to 4.25 million, or 4.25 million. So not really keen on having to pay him $61,000 a week, but we'll see what we can do there. Davis is my backup left back, basically just trying to improve that spot right there. And offers coming in. Barcelona want Isaac Carter. Says we can get 1.9 million for him. I'm actually going to move this up to 2.2 million and see if they'll go for that. And also moving along, Laurie Wilson, one of the veteran right backs. We're going to just try and get value for him. And an offer comes in for Derek as well. Palermo, they say they'll give 2.7 million. I'm going to ask for value, of course, and see if that flies. Of course, he was unhappy with his playing time last season as he took a spot on the bench for us. And the board has sold Fatai Alashe for us to Kaiserslautern for 1.7 million. I have to look and see exactly. I think we maybe paid 1.25 for him, so didn't quite make all the money back. But that is going to wrap up today's episode. Tune in next time to see if we advance on in the preseason tournament and see what other moves we make. But I'll see you next time.